most of the people, when we start to talk and we have life coaching sessions or psychologics or whatever, they think that, and I think they have the right to think this, that we will come to say that life is amazing and you don't know how to live it, and you should learn more, and we are living in a different world, that we see we don't see the empty glass, we see the full. And I think this is one of the biggest mistakes, because I think personally that life is shit. This is personally, and I'm enjoying surviving and knowing and learning techniques to withstand this shit and to understand it, and sometimes to build my own small garden and to help someone else to build a garden. So we will have a pool of shit, but we still have gardens, and we make some bridges between us. I think it's not new for everyone to know that humans are the most dangerous species on Earth. We are responsible for everything bad. I think animals, they can be mean and they can be good, but it's not a choice. The difference that man or human can be bad and can be choice consciously. This is why when he's bad, he's so bad. When he's good, he's so good. Now, I will just open a talk with you. What's missing in your life? So I'm going to go down because I feel that you're so far. Let's see. You know, I'm not here to show muscles of what I know. I need to share some information. What's missing in your life?
And this moment, nothing.
Well, okay, we'll find someone happy here. You can go home. What's missing in your life?
Maybe to know the direction clearly.
Direction?
Yes, where to go, what to do in this life. Yeah.
Bernard, do you think something missing in your life? I will not come close. Raluca?
I don't know, maybe some stability, and yes, with all my works and what I do.
Which is a woman thing. Just don't rely on a man for stability. You will be okay. Anyone here?
Courage.
Courage. That's amazing. Courage. What do you mean by courage? Okay. You don't have courage to tell us more? Okay. What's missing in your life?
I don't know what to choose, my job or business.
Okay, so financial freedom. And what is your business? That one? We will save you today. You will choose business. What's missing in your life?
More calmness.
Calm. You are impulsive.
No, but I think I'm on a rush every day. I work a lot.
I saw you twice, and I always see you peaceful, so I didn't see the other face. It's inside. That's dangerous. What's missing in your life except living in the moon?
Yeah, it's a good question because I'm an astronomer. I'm missing time. I have a little bit of time to see the clear sky, and I miss the clear sky to see all the stars shining. Yeah.
He just get engaged, so he's complaining about time. You will have no time.
I think trust in myself first. Yes.
Okay, trust in yourself. So we have trust in herself, we have courage to choose a business, to have more time, ski the sky, feeling regrets that you don't have the time, to be calm, stability. I will come to you. Do you think I forget you?
Balance. Between all the things I want to do and I need more time than actually have the strength. Yeah. So it's the balance between what I want to do and what I can.
Okay. You want to say something? Let's sit. I think you have a lot to talk about. What's missing in your life?
Patience. No. And $3 million.
Okay. Okay. Let's talk about patience. I want to say or ask a question. Your brain or your heart, who control you? Your heart? Okay, if you think that the last word is always for your brain, you can just raise your hand. Is it about brain? You. If you think it's about heart? Yes, I totally agree. And the funny thing, when we talk about what we call emotional intelligence, people think that this is only a luxury to know about, and they run away from it. Although I can say that emotional intelligence personally saved my life, because I discovered that we are controlled by emotions. And if you want to tell me that some countries and some nations, we will say, for example, German, they don't have emotions, they are business oriented. I think they have emotions more than everyone, because they have emotions against emotions. And to be patient, to have courage, to take a decision toward your business without being afraid, job, business, job, what if, or to be calm, or to have more self-confidence and trust, or to have more time without regretting or feeling guilty. It's all about how we control our emotions. And this is where the emotional intelligence is one of the underestimated knowledge that I believe that it should be taught in school. And if I were in Romania and you need to change something, you need to do this as soon as possible. Because here in Romania, people are just like the nature. They are, and the weather, they are fluctuating. So one day we have snow, the other day it's hot. We have diversity in everything, Delta, seaside, mountains, Brasov, Transylvania. And people, we always say that environment is the invisible hand that shape our behavior. And I think living here now for 3 years, it gave me an impression how emotions, especially fear, are influencing people badly. Even if you don't admit it, but still, I think, and this is just observation, we are here more afraid of success than failure. Because failure doesn't need anything. We can immediately give some excuse. It's not happening, the government, corruption, whatever. It's so easy, it's so comforting. But sometimes I'm afraid to be successful. Because success is hard. It needs a lot of commitment. And there are a lot of people in the society that will tell you, okay, you go to watch these seminars and it will help you. At the end of the day, you will find yourself wasting your time and money. Again, people ask me, do you change people's life? And I said, no. They change their life, but they find me in the middle. I don't have the influence. I have only influence to change my life when I have the courage and the balance. But I might be only the why guy. I ask myself a lot of questions. I study medicine. I study central nervous system medications. I went to specialty in mental hospitals. I met all kind. My first case in the hospital was schizophrenia. And I was always telling, when I went to the mental hospitals, I thought I will see people who are poor, not educated. And then I saw people who are so rich, they have money, and they are educated. And my first case, he was a guy who had 2 PhDs, and he had severe schizophrenia. And during my journey, I just realized that they are giving them medications to numb them. depression, whatever. Okay, which is this part. But where is the other part? Where are the people who talk to them and ask them, why you reach here? And then I ask myself, why we are waiting until we reach depression and schizophrenia and obsessive compulsive disorder and post-traumatic stress disorder and general anxiety disorder and all the disorders. Why we don't have the vaccine? Why we don't, I mean, I was in school. What did I learn in school? English, languages, math, physics. What did you use all this in? Did you use anything you learned from school in your life? Please, someone tell me that, yes, I did. Eventually, what I use in my life, nobody teach me in school. And after studying for more than 12 years, and psychology and and I failed in the first test when my mother died. I found myself so fragile, I just wanted to cry, I just want to close. I thought that I can rescue, I can do stuff, and it didn't work. And then I realized that there is something that I need to understand above the knowledge and reading and books and psychology. At the end of the day, each one of us can be a master, can be a doctor for himself. What's good for me is not good what's good for you. This is why I don't give advices. Some people are so happy that they are lazy. Why should I change this? Some people are not happy. Some people are ambitious. Some people want to gaze the moon and spend time for other people. This is so irritating. They are wasting their life. Right? Like what man, why are you looking at the moon? Stay here. So at the end of the day, this is the thing. The American way, where people started to come and say, you have a lion inside you. I want you to take this lion, you know, and everyone can do this. Because this is how the American civilization, which is very new, is based on competition and changing the reference. So you became a material. I became material. This is what they want to do. Consciously, subconsciously, everything now is about material. This is why my relation now with everyone is called contractual. If I will meet you, I need to understand what I will gain and what you will gain. And if we don't gain anything, this relation is over. This is why it's so easy now to divorce. Very easy. Why you're divorcing? He's not smiling in the morning. No. It's so easy now to break. It's so easy now to see people putting their parents in shelters, which is something, if you go back 56 years ago, was a shame, unless the guy has no kids. But before the families, the kids were taking care of their parents. But now it's about contract. Okay, I love you, Tata, and because I love you, I will not leave you in the street. I will pay money for someone to take care of you, but I don't have time for your shit. It's a contract. Everything now is about contracts. And if we stay like this, it's okay, but the change from one phase to another will take time and we might fail. In a country where the Latin blood, this is why it's now hard in Romania. Should we be thinking like this? But it didn't work. Should we put the religion only in church? And because here you find people who don't believe in God, but they don't wash Sunday because they might be cursed. But they don't believe in God. So I think that we are going into this because the media, the strength of the media, plus that we don't have, as she said, confidence in ourselves. Again, I am not here to advise. I am here just to share experience. For me, I believe that emotional intelligence is so important. I've been in school, and after a while, I met some people that were with me in school. And the funny part, people who are on the top of a class, they are so failing in their life. And people who are hardly succeeding, they are CEOs and they own business and companies. But you know why? Because You need to control your emotion. Otherwise, emotion will control you and you will be impulsive. So many times I go to coffee shops and you see that the waitress is having an issue at home and she has to put it on you. The lack of emotional intelligence. So you go to work and you see someone who don't want even to say "Dominiyatsa" or whatever, because I have to understand that he had issues. The lack of ability to separate and to control will never lead anywhere. This is why I think civilized country, when I say civilized, I mean successful economically and the Scandinavian, whatever, they know exactly how to control their emotions. I might not agree with totally what they do, but they know how to work is work. What's happening in your life, I don't care. It's harsh, but it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I believe that personally, what was missing in my life was the way to keep asking myself what's missing in my life. I will never, ever think I will reach to the answer. Because every time I will reach somewhere and I will say, okay, what's next? Something else will be missing in my life. And the only time I think I will reach to a point that I know what's missing in my life, I think I will be dead. Now I understand. Bye. It's over. So this is the thing. Courage, self-trust, time, calming down. There is a lot of stuff that you can do to learn and it's techniques. And unfortunately, the CD that you have inside your head that was based from the beginning from our culture, the way we eat, the way we talk, everything is built in what we call subconscious that control 95% of your action. You need to change this. I cannot do this. Nobody can. Even Jesus cannot do this. It's your own decision. When you say, you know what, I want to try something new. So if you want to be happy, be happy. If you want to be courage, do something crazy. One time, break it. Immediately the direction will change. If you want to have more self-confidence in yourself, try to love yourself more. Try to give yourself some trust. There is nothing that someone will say to change your life dramatically. It's not happening. We cannot do it even with medications. I've been dealing with people that had depression. And some cases are going immediately to healing and they are amazing. And some, no, but I am the same person. What's happening? It's a personal decision. Enough is enough. So ask yourself, is it enough for me? And then take the risk, because the biggest risk in life that you never risk at all. That's the biggest risk. Still, I believe that you still have stuff to think about. And I forgot to, because Cornelio is here, our hero. Cornelio, we were talking, but you're not here. What's missing in your life?
Sense and sensibility.
Sensibility?
Sensibility.
Why are you saying this?
It's a moment in life when you are looking for, I don't know, for sense.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm asking Cornelio because a lot of people who knows you, they always tell me that, man, this guy is living his life. He's happy. And sometimes when I sit with you, I know that you are not that happy. You're still, just like normal. But you see that what you have, other people is searching for, and you don't enjoy it. This is the core of what's missing in my life. I think, again, emotions. If you know how to control your emotions, nothing in my life, no success happen without controlling my emotions. Because again, I will go back to the same thing. Life is shit. We are born and the countdown started. Nobody told me that it will be hard to lose your mother. Although I know that she will die one day. But nobody teach me how to handle this. Last year, I lost my sister. She was 33 years old. She's my youngest. And she slept and never woke up. Again, nobody teach me how to deal with this. And I think this is something that nobody can teach, but you can manage to understand more what is life was all about. I don't know why we expect too much from life. Maybe it's our lazy. Study and go to college and finish this and go to work and you will be happy. Get married and you will be happy. Have kids. It's all some frames that we have to fit, and we are running after these frames. And then suddenly you discover that, oh God, it's so easy to lose everything. There's nothing guaranteed. You're talking to a person today and you woke up in the morning to see that he's c'est la vie, he's gone. And you have to handle these emotions of not collapsing and thinking about stuff and thinking about how you support her kids or whatever and how to continue this life without giving up. Understanding that you might be next and you want to tell me that life is all about happiness? No, it's not about happiness. It's about the balance that she was talking about. This is why I will end by saying I have a philosophy in life. When I laugh, I don't laugh from all my heart. And when I cry, I don't finish my tears. Because there will be other chances for me to laugh, so I don't finish it in one place. And there will be other places where I have to cry, so I have to save some tears for next. That's all for me, and if you have any question, I will be happy to answer. Any questions?
I want to ask you, Hasan, how comes when you put somebody else first, you looked strange, and you have to always put yourself up that people to respect you? So the position of yourself in life, how is it? How is the best to be? To put somebody first or to put yourself first?
I think it's not like this. It's sometimes putting someone else make you in a higher position, but it's all about the intention. It's how do you feel about the intention. I can put you now and I promote you for one reason or another, but maybe my intention, I'm promoting you too for me to be said that he was a good promoter. So it's all decided by the intention. By the way, when we say smart, smart in management, it's a way to put goals in life. So S for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for realistic, and T for time bound. So it's all about the goal. If you have a smart goal, it's not about putting yourself high. If you try to put yourself high and you have nothing, people will know that it will not work. So you need just to be okay with yourself and do what make you happy, and that's it. A very good question. That's okay. That's a long thing. Anyway, in general, emotional intelligence is 5 elements. Element number 1 is to know first your emotions. If I will ask someone now, Chifach, or how are you? Most of the answers are one answer, Bine. If I will ask you how you feel right now, it will be a little bit hard to decide exactly how I feel. So first you need to know and to learn how to decide how to realize your emotions. Second element, to know how to control them. She was talking amazingly about something called amygdala, and which we call the lizard brain. And if you know how your brain works between the amygdala and the frontal cortex, between the logic and the fast reactions that is needed, especially in danger situation, then you will start to know how to control. It's exactly like taming a horse. Have you ever tamed a horse or see someone taming a horse? You know what they do? The horse is so muscular. and he's strong. But what they do, they hold and hold and hold and hold until the horse will know that there is no way out. So he will give up. He will say, "Oh, okay, I cannot go anywhere." And your emotions is just like the same. If you know how to hold and hold and hold and to control, with time, you will master it. The third element is how to control or understand people emotion, the empathy. And then fourth is how to control relation. And last, how to be motivated during this journey. So it needs some work. Anything else? We will talk about the 3 million later. Okay, thank you so much. Molsomes from Os.